Today we're going to work on tapering the leg. So I'm going to bring this over. And if this leg is not on the work plane, because mine isn't, hit D to make sure it is. We want everything nicely lined up. All right, go ahead and get a box tool. Go ahead and take this down to a height of about 5. And then we're going to drag this out. What we want is to have it be longer than our leg. And the exact width doesn't matter. In fact, if you want to cut the width down to about 10, that's fine. All right, we're going to bring this in close. Go ahead and duplicate that. Control D, and go ahead and pull that duplicate over to the right. All right, now I'm going to select the leg, and I'm going to fit the view to the selection so you can see what we're working on. All right, this is going to be the part of the leg that connects to the underside of the tabletop, and this will be the part of the leg that touches the bottom of the floor. And this leg is going to be the leg that I'm going to put right here to start. And what I'm doing is I'm giving that some thought so that as I start tapering and I lift the leg up at 90 degrees and I taper the inside, I know exactly where that leg goes, because it gets a little confusing when you start tapering. All right, let's go ahead and get a close-up view. And I'm going to go ahead and move this in a little bit. Now, what I want to do is we're going to go ahead and change this to 1 degree so that it cuts off some of the edge of that little leg. So I'm going to go ahead and swing this out. And I'm going to go ahead and type in -1 degree. And now I'm going to go ahead and move this in close. And I'm just going to use my arrow keys a little at a time. And you'll be able to see that I'm biting into the leg. And that looks good. All right, you can see what it looks like. Go ahead and group this. All right, now we want to cut off some of the edge over here. So that means this one will also swing out 1 degree. And I'm going to type in -1. Left arrow over. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at that. Left arrow over. Just going to keep moving in until I contact that entire edge. All right, there we go. Go ahead and group. All right, so that is what the leg is going to look like on the outside. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lift this leg 90 degrees. Go ahead and put 90 in here. I'm going to hit D to put it on the work plane. All right, so now this is a leg that's going to fit over here. So as I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the inside of the leg over here. So now I know without a doubt I need to taper this part of the leg. So I'm going to go ahead and get a box tool. And it definitely doesn't need to be that wide. So let's go ahead and just take it down to a 5. It does need to be taller than the leg. I think I will just go ahead and actually increase that to 8, make it a little bit wider. I think that would be a good idea. I'm going to bring this close. And on this one, I believe we're going to go ahead and try 2 degrees. So we're going to swing it in this direction, and I'm going to click 2. And let's take a close look. I'm going to move this in a little bit. And I'm going to wait to see that it contacts the leg all the way down to the bottom. There we go. So if you use 2 degrees, you will be left with this much on the inner leg of your table. If you're curious and you want to see what 3 degrees looks like, let me click undo, and we'll go back and we'll try 3 degrees just to see what that would look like. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tilt. I'll click up here and go to 3. Once again, we'll bring it closer. Look up close. Let's back this out a little bit. All right, now let's back out. Let's see what 3 degrees looks like. I think I kind of like it. I like having this much of the leg taken off. So I'm going to go with that 3 degrees. All right, let's go ahead and group these parts. Okay, now you can see what that edge looks like. I think that looks nice. All right, I'm going to drop a work plane on the inside of the table. And I'm going to go ahead and hold the wheel on my mouse and drag this over to the center. All right, let's just see where we're at here. All right, this leg is going to come back over here. And I'm going to just arbitrarily go ahead and align this. I've got a little more work to do here. All right, now I'm going to turn this so you can see what's going on. All right, click this leg, hit the D key to put it on that new work plane. And I'm using my arrow. I need to bring this in because I'm trying to replicate a piece of furniture, and the way that the replica looks, the piece that I'm trying to replicate, I'm going to bring this back a little bit. Okay, let's take a close look at this. Okay, you can just barely see it here. There should be a little edge along here and a little edge on the other side. And you can probably bring this back maybe one more. So let me go ahead and wheel on out of here and come back. And then I'm going to peek and see what that looks like. I want to get that leg in position. That looks pretty good. All right, now I'm going to back this out. I'm going to end up duplicating this, so don't go do any grouping yet. You're going to hit Control D to duplicate that leg now that it's in perfect position. I'm just going to go ahead and hit my upward arrow to get that to move off a little bit. All right, I'm going to spin this over 180 degrees. So for me, it's going to be wrong direction. That happens. Undo. Let's hit the arrow right here, 180 degrees. And we'll go this way, getting negative numbers. So let's see. I had positive, so I'm going to go with positive 180. All right, now this one has to be backed over and also placed in position correctly. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this to make sure it's getting in position. I'm going to go ahead and fit this in. Okay, a little ways to go. Let's go ahead and go back some more. See how that looks. Needs to go back maybe 1 or 2 more little clicks of the arrow. And do that one. Oh, needs to go back some more. All right, let's see how that looks now. I think a little bit more. All right, now I'm going to back out of here a little bit. Too close, gets hard to see what you're doing. Nope, still needs to go back some more. Go back about 3 more. All right, let's check on this leg. That looks really good this time. It looks like it's nice and I'm pretty flush over here. I think I'm still going to use that arrow one more time to go back. I really like it to be a perfect match. Spin it around again. I'm going to look at that. All right, that looks like a good match. All right, I'm going to double check this one more time. This is flush over here and that's flush. Takes a little bit of doing, but it pays off. You want to take your time and get it in position. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and hold the Shift key. I've now got both legs selected. Hit Control D, and I'm going to go ahead and rotate these off. They're going to be at a 90-degree angle. Let's see what we've got out here. I've got this direction, I've got negative 45, so I'm going to type negative 90. All right. Now all I need to do is go ahead and select all parts, group. You can see how that looks, and I'll go ahead and spin this table up and over, turn the table over, and we're going to do negative 180. And this is now a duplicate of the table that I have over here. Bring the work plane back to normal, and let's see, everybody's on the work plane. Anyway, it takes a little bit of effort to do that tapered leg, but I think it looks much nicer than just having a really long rectangular shape. So hope that helps. Thanks for watching.